Yeah, so we're going to talk about this is a Prime Video, it's an Amazon production. It's a
Hmm.
show called Secret Level. What a terrible name. That kind of sounds like they were like, "Hey, we need a name for a video game thing. What do we call it?"
It does sound like a bunch
Um,
of executives came up with a title.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's a bit rough. I mean, maybe there's a better story behind it that we'll hear about.
Feels like it was a
Um,
temp name, and they're just like, "Oh, we ran out of time." Let's
if
just
this
stick
was
with
like
Yeah.
the working title, I would have
Yeah.
totally believed it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it would be a weak working title. It's not a Simpsons reference or
After
something. So.
after we go through these, I think we should all quickly brainstorm a title. That's
Mm.
actually a
Oh
good
yeah,
one.
that's a great idea. We should try and think of a new title. Okay, well, it's
Yeah.
like starting from left to right. Well, let's see if I can name. Can we name all these without like checking? Because a couple I'm not sure. I'm guessing first one here is
There's-
seafood.
Seafood.
Yeah, these are
Can
here.
you
Yeah, well,
talk about
first off, the
seafood?
show is an anthology show, just like Love, Death, and Robots. Only every episode is based off of a video game series or world.
I'm. Do we? I couldn't tell, but it almost seemed like in the trailer they were hinting at them being linked. But I feel like that would be weird.
They want
Yeah, I
their
don't
own
know.
multiverse of just like
Oh,
random
I
IP.
doubt it.
I don't think 40K would engage in that. So
No, that'd
I'm
be
guessing
weird.
it's going to be separate, which is
I
cool.
think they
'Cause,
said
like, what are they telling for
the word
stories?
anthology, which is usually not connected. So
But like they also
Yeah.
like, what was that other series that had the aliens and they were in
The aliens.
American
no,
Horror
no.
Story.
no. It
Is
was
it like the
Fargo?
Hive Mind one?
no the Cloverfield.
Oh.
Cloverfield's like an anthology, but it's the same universe. You know.
Right? Yeah.
Anyway,
Not
anyways, what's Sifu about? Sifu's just it's a roguelike, right?
It's a mixed martial
Yes.
arts
Kind of.
roguelike. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then you're going through, and you want to get through without dying. I believe it's been a while since I played it, but every time you die, you age. You keep going with the same level, and you go through your runs that way. I forget what if you get weaker or
You get
I think
stronger
might
as you
get-
age.
You get stronger, but less health, I think, or something.
Mm.
So you can't beat it at like your youngest age or whatever. But then there's a bunch of different levels and combos and stuff. But it's really, really fun too.
Mm.
You eventually just die. You do.
Yeah,
don't
you can
pass-
you can
and
die. Yeah,
but you pass on some of the stuff to the next character.
yeah. I can't quite remember how the progression.
I remember
works,
there was
but-
some sort of passing on of skills or
Yeah,
which is cool. I mean, that's very I mean, this is all
Truly.
like martial arts, like very I can't say the word. It's WAX something something something. AXIA.
No idea.
I don't know how to say it. But it's all like kind of mystery and yeah, it's cool as shit.
Yeah. that'd be cool.
yeah,
I was surprised to see
super fun.
Sifu. I didn't think that
Is
was
it-
like
Japanese?
Yes.
big and yeah, I
It
believe
is-
so. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
yeah. I didn't think it was big enough that it would be like grabbed for one of these. You know,
Well, I think
Well,
it
guess-
won a
Sorry, no,
couple of
it's
awards.
Chinese. I
I
was
think
wrong.
I was gonna say the
Seafood
door
is
is
Cantonese. My bad.
Yeah. Chinese.
I think Sifu was pretty big. I thought that was a big deal. It won a bunch
Yeah,
of
that's
awards,
true.
and
That's true.
I think it did.
I mean, Spelunky's on here, guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That is true.
This seems like it was like somebody had picked out ones they thought are cool, which is fun,
Yeah.
which I really like. It's not just like here's the 20 biggest games, tell like some mediocre story.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like a little bit
Yeah.
more hope, which is cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Sifu would be
Um,
cool.
Seafood,
Okay.
yeah, that'll be really fun.
One
what
of
the
these
fuck
It's
is
ones.
cool of them
this?
to all like.
That's also
choose-
Sifu. These are
Oh,
both
is that
Sifu.
also Sifu? I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. There's a
Yeah, I
scene
mean,
like
no, I
that in
totally
the
buy
game.
it.
So
Look at their hairstyles and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
This one down here is definitely Sifu, right?
yeah,
So
that
we're doing-
guy.
No, these
Yeah,
are all
that guy.
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
These are all
yeah. Oh,
Fortnite
have you sorted
characters.
it kind of by show? All right, a little bit.
Yeah, there's
here,
a
I
clump
guess.
that's just as sorted, but yeah.
So the 40K stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I'm iffy on this because I'm scared that they've canceled the show and this is all we're getting.
I know
That's
they're
what
still
I'm
doing a
scared
God of War
about.
show, right?
I don't give a fuck about God of War.
I'm just
gonna
saying
be
God of
like,
War is
I
on
get
this
what you're
list too.
saying. I get what you're
Yeah.
saying. Okay.
Yeah. Calvin, I think it's also they just want to do like a test to see how well that episode does.
That's the other
probably.
thing I was thinking. This could also
Yeah.
be a tech test and be like, how much is this going to cost? What can we do any of this practically?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
whatever. They'll probably
We'll see
learn
which
It also
episode is
just
the
might
most
just be-
popular.
This also might be like 40K, like Games Workshop, who own 40K, are like very hesitant to let anyone have any control over their IPs. They're famous for that.
You keep saying that, but I feel like there's a new Space or Warhammer 40k game coming
But
out.
they
every month.
they bring people on. They say these people are going to live in your studio with you, and whatever they say when it comes to items or lore, or whatever you have to do, you don't have an option.
Right.
They're
Calvin,
yeah.
is that a job you could do, Calvin?
No, I don't know enough. I'm not that much of a
Well,
nerd.
what would you, if they were like, hey, we're gonna train you up? Would you
Oh,
take it?
yeah, for sure. I don't think
Keeper
they get
of
paid
the
that
lore.
much, but yeah, it'd be cool.
All
Get
right.
paid to learn all the lore.
I think
Yeah,
you
just be a
gotta. I
lore
think you
master.
have to have
Lore
written,
master, yeah.
written some of the books, and I'm not. I will
Hmm.
never be a writer. There's no way.
You
Anyways,
so.
but these
I thought
shots are
you
fun.
always wanted to be the ideas guy.
Oh, listen, I want to be the ideas guy in the big chair, but then somebody else puts it. I go 40k dragons. Go.
Okay,
You know?
so you want to be a producer, so you just have all the money, have the final
Ah.
say, but
I
don't do
want to
any
be
of
a
the work.
billionaire, and I want to give like a pitch of like dragons, 40k,
Got you.
Harry Potter, magic, time travel. Go.
So every executive producer,
And
gotcha.
then
Yes.
like randomly on your yacht, you get like daily
An idea.
sessions where you have
Yeah,
to
Yes.
and
like
you can
approve
pick
On
every
an
no
note.
iPhone.
concept
Yeah,
on your iPhone.
and I
That is
give wild color.
True
And
producer.
then your name is
Um,
plastered at the beginning of every credits. Every
You're
credits.
like, oh
Got
man,
you.
we have a Calvin review as well coming up. Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Calvin
This is-
reviews.
Big old CN.
Yeah. Yeah, I get notes from CN. Who's CN? Why is he doing that?
These shots were really pretty. I think the,
They were, yeah.
the things that are fun is they look like the miniatures, which is kind of cool. I think like they're big. They're supposed to be like 10 feet tall and wearing solid steel armor type of thing.
Right.
But they have a little bit of feel of the miniatures. Part of that's the art style, but I thought that was like kind of fun as fuck that they're going with something like this. I don't know what the fuck could be happening in this scene other than the scene where he literally runs through a car, which is very cool. That's like the opposite of this bottom shot.
Yeah, yeah.
He cuts behind him as he runs through a car, which is fucking sick. But Warhammer, I think, is one of those series where they could do a lot with it, and it's a little scary because there's just horrible stuff that goes on in the universe, and that's kind of the reason that people like it, that it's over the top. So it'll be interesting if they're able to go over the top enough with it. But on another note, the Space Marine game's coming out, and people seem to be positive about that. So
It looks cool.
maybe they're on the up, which is
Yeah.
awesome. So if people like that,
Yeah.
Yep.
so that'll be cool. I
Yeah.
didn't think any of these shots were super special, other than running through the
A lot of
the-
these
the
look
Jeepers
a lot
cool
better
stuff.
in motion too, and a lot of them are only like
Yeah.
in like a flashy montage of like 2 seconds of it. So
Yeah.
very
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like these look bad. These are pretty.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
looking at these, I'm like, oh, this will be a very pretty show. What the
That's
fuck is
Spyro,
this big ass
yeah,
dragon?
these two here, I don't know
Baldur's
what they're
Gate
from.
and Spyro.
Spyro?
Big dragon with lasers eyes. Is this Dragon Age?
Dragon's
Cold Help.
Dogma? No. Well, they
I
have.
think
They,
it's Dogma.
published the list.
is it?
Didn't they?
Did somebody publish the list?
I think there
Seek.
was a list put out. Yeah, they also did a flash screen of a bunch of them too. But yeah, I don't know what that one's from. But then over here you got Mega Man. That was cool to see. That one's fun.
Mega Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, the blue one.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's another shot with him and his. I think it's like you see his helmet come in or something too. But yeah, then Spelunky.
Okay, I have the list right
Oh,
here.
Dungeons
Alright, hit
and
us.
Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, so there's Armored
Ah.
Core,
I don't know what that is. other than-
Concord.
You can paste it
Crossfire.
in the.
Oh
paste
yeah,
it
yeah,
in
I'll
the-
paste it. That
Yeah.
makes sense. So that people just read it on their own. Sorry, continue, guys. I'll paste that.
There you go.
You can still read them out. Just want to see it too.
Okay, so Dragons is
Crossfire.
all. I'm assuming
Dragons
that's
and
Dungeons
Dogma
and
probably,
Dragons.
right?
For our Spotify listeners, Colton will read them out still.
I'll just go quickly. So Armored Core, Concord, Crossfire, D&D, Exodus. I'm not familiar with that. Is Honor of Kings. Sounds
I'm not
familiar.
into this.
Mega Man, New World, Eternum, Pac-Man,
Amazon.
PlayStation highlights various PlayStation Studios beloved titles. So I assume that's like God of
Yeah,
War
that's probably
and-
explains why God of War is in New York right now. It's probably some mashup
Yeah.
of
PlayStation
Oh, I
Yeah,
was
'cause
about
I
to add.
Because yeah,
Yeah.
for the audio listeners, he's like just medium shot in a street with his Norse armor, which is
Right,
strange.
yeah. this Leviathan
buildings, our apartment
Yeah.
buildings. So
Sifu, Spelunky, The Outer Worlds. That'll be interesting. I like that game.
yeah,
Yeah.
Unreal Tournament and Warhammer
Nice.
40k.
this list very
Listen.
much reads to me as somebody's games who they really like. You know what I mean? Like this is such a weird
outside
list, you know what I mean?
outside of like Concord and Crossfire, which I think are both like those new like kind of arena shooters
That was the other thing I was gonna say.
probably
Some
not
of these
gonna do
games are
great.
really fucking new. Like yeah,
So it's
Concord,
definitely like
Exodus,
you could
Exodus
have
new?
our IP, but you got to promote Concord. You know?
Yeah. Concord was the
Smells
PlayStation
very-
game, right? So
Yeah.
I
Smell
feel
very
like
Capcom as well.
yeah.
I feel like it's
Mm.
I don't know
probably
what the hell Exodus
IP.
is.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. either.
New Alert Eternum, I think that's new.
Yeah, Spelunky, that'll be cool. Then these ones down here, Armored Core. Keanu Reeves? We're assuming that. I don't think they've officially said it's Keanu Reeves, but I mean, it's
Well, it's
Looks
also
a lot like him.
I don't know if it's what are we sure that shot's Armored Core? Because it's weird. to see
this. I got
someone's
this.
spit.
This image is more that was in the trailer. It's from Armored Core Twitter, like from their Twitter account.
Oh, it's from their Twitter. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's weird because usually we're kind of fucked up by the point we're in cores. But anyways,
Yeah.
maybe they retconning that.
Yeah, there is a scene where you see him in the trailer where you see him like climbing into a mech itself. So
Oh,
yeah,
maybe this is like OG Armored Core shit, like Armored Core 1 and 2.
yeah, maybe or him
something
crash
like
landed
that.
somewhere having to get in one or something weird.
Speaking
Got
of
an old
games, is the the Kojima movie still being done? Death Stranding. Is that
Yeah,
still
E24
happening?
is doing it. Yeah,
Oh right, jeez.
I think it's
Yeah,
still
so
an
many-
early. I think it only got announced last year, so it's probably still a ways out.
Going.
Definitely in the
That
No.
one,
Yeah.
I could see being cool if they did like
Mhm.
an anthology series for it, because it's so weird. It's got so many weird characters where I feel like you can just kind of do an episode for even just every one of those characters would be cool.
right.
Yeah, let's see what that is. But yeah, that's a secret.
It's a very pretty show. I mean, it's by
No,
Love Death
Secret
and Robots
Levels.
guys, so that's not really a surprise. But
Yep.
I was stoked when I saw this.
Yeah.
I'm always like when there. Sometimes when somebody's like, "Oh, from the studio that did X," like whatever thing, and you're
Mhm.
like, "Oh, okay," and then you see it and you're like, "Oh, this is awful." Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so it's like,
It was,
awful.
yeah,
But this is
Joe
like
Blow,
seeing
who-
it as like, oh, it is the
Yeah.
or maybe it's not the same team, but like whatever. But it's like
Still Tim Miller.
they
He seemed to,
definitely
yeah.
nailed
I don't know
it.
if you saw him where he announced it. He seemed very,
Mm.
very passionate about it still. Where he's
That's
tearing up
cool.
and stuff.
And for people who don't know, like it's not just
Blur.
Tim Miller. Sorry, it's not just Blur who's doing it. Like think of every major video game cinematic that you've seen. Sure enough, one of those studios that worked on those are also doing these shows. Like I'm trying to find the name of the studio that did recently the Elden Ring DLC trailer. They've done not hundreds, but a bunch, and they're also
Yeah.
part of this show as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be great visually.
Yeah.
When does
Pretty
it come
cool.
out? December?
December 10th, I believe. So check it out on Amazon Prime. Yeah, Prime show.
Or is it to
Very
actually
cool.
get Prime again?
I wonder
Shots
if
fired.
there's like a initiative at Amazon to be like, we need game stuff.
Well, Fallout did
'Cause
good
we-
for them, so
Yeah, we have the
Fallout
Fallout,
did
and then
good. The 40K thing's been coming for a while.
their New World stuff. And I see
And they're
New World
doing-
showing up here.
God of War as well, I believe, right?